I don't want to trespass. We can just go back and ask the other kuya. Good morning and welcome to another travel vlog from the Traveling Foxes. For this video I am exploring Laguna again, as there are so many beautiful waterfalls in this area. So for this video we are going caving. I came across this in Facebook, so decided to try it out, and it's in one of my favorite places, which is in Cavinti here in Laguna. Good morning. Good morning. Ah, here it is. So this is the activities. Cool. So this is the rate, $6.50. All the inclusions, Cavinti Underground River and Caves Complex. What's the Cavinti Falls?
Here, ma'am.
How far is Cavinti Falls?
You need to trek 20 to 25 minutes, but it depends on you.
Yeah, I think we'll do
Both?
both. Yeah. Kaya ba?
Yes. Ooh! Tagalog.
Oo.
Kaya po.
Kaya sige yung dalawa na lang.
Ay, pero ma'am, ano pong gusto nyo unahin?
Ito na lang. Underground muna.
Okay, ma'am.
Alright. So 1,000 is the two spots already.
No, ma'am.
So
Another
2,000. First things first, we have registered, we have paid, and now we are going to go and take the car to follow our tour guide to the starting spot of the cave complex. What's up? Should we go? So I think the information I read was quite outdated. They said that we had to pay for a 4x4 vehicle. We brought our Subaru because it's the closest thing we have to 4x4. But it seems like we're fine to actually just drive there. We don't need to rent a 4x4. But I'm not sure if it's going to be different if it's raining. Today's quite a sunny day. So yeah, I'll show you guys the road from the start spot all the way to the start spot of the cave. Do you want to drive first? I think you drive first. Alright, we found our tour guide, so we're just going to follow him.
No sleep, no veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete. And I should call you, see what you've been up to. I've been wondering, how far did you go in 7 months? I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not knowing how to move on without you. Without you.
I wonder if that initial first place that we stopped at, if the new area that we're going to is kind of like not too far away, but just coming in from another angle. Because otherwise it doesn't make sense that we went there first and then have to drive all the way to a new location. Let's have a look at the map later on. Unless there's a way to go by boat or by foot and the car is like a third option. We'll see. When we're there, we'll check the maps if the maps work.
New face, same old good anxiety. Where's your irony? Just smile wide, 'cause I got everything I need, but not what I wanted. 'Cause I just wanted you. And if I could, I'd leave the city too. I don't
Alright,
blame
it
you.
looks like we're really off the grid. Like, I see we're not even on a road on the map. It looks like we're in the middle of the forest. I am so confused. Morning. So we passed the 30-minute mark while driving, and it's been 20 kilometers. We were just joking, like, what if we ended up following someone that's, you know, just with the black shirt we thought was our tour guide, and we're just lost somewhere. Because I look at the map, we're like in the east side of the Philippines, so it's a bit of a drive, surprisingly. And I'm super glad, because I was supposed to do this as a solo trip. I'm so glad Chris decided, he didn't decide, kind of forced to join me. There's a doggy on the road!
Doggo. Doggo doesn't care.
Anyway, these dogs don't care, so always be wary of driving fast in these small roads. We'll continue to update you guys, but the sceneries of the drive is actually quite beautiful, and the roads are really nice. So far there has been no dirt road experience. So yes, the information on the 4x4 is very outdated, but I can see a lot of these roads are fairly new, so maybe finished just a couple of years back or so. I have to say, it's really nice. It's a good thing we didn't start. That's
Park? Park. Oh. Where do you want me to park? Along the road here or here?
road
sige.
lang. So just less than a minute as when I said that, we actually ended up at the end of the road, and the dirt road just started here.
I'm sorry.
No, just there. It's fine. He said you can do it on the road. I think it's safer if, in case it rains. You don't want to be stuck in the dirt road. So 36 minutes, 20 kilometers, and we're here.
Long drive? Long drive,
1 year. All right, so guys, it's just been a year since the road has been made. I'm just quickly changing into my something that's not too warm.
Actually, it's better if you separate.
Separate what?
Like one phone from the other.
Okay. They only accept tours up to 12 noon. So you have to get to the starting spot where we were earlier if you want to do this tour. And make sure you get there before 12. So we got there around 9:30, which isn't too bad because we left Manila around 7-ish. Wasn't too bad. 2 hours, I think.
Oh.
Oh, we can go to the river over there later. Yeah.
This is exclusive for the cave, that's what it said.
Oh. Okay, so this is where we get the helmets and stuff. But do we even need it? Dito? Okay, we pass here.
This is like slippery.
Yeah, it's a little bit slippery. Wow.
Wala tayo helmet, ma'am.
Helmet? Okay. We have to pay? Bayad?
No.
Okay. Everything you paid for, the 600 something pesos, is included, helmets and everything, so you don't have to pay extra when you get here. So nice!
This is
So nice here. Really? Is this the cave? Oh, wow. It's so nice.
It's heavy rain.
Nice, babe. The flashlight makes it so much nicer.
Cuevang Puti, which was widely known to locals, was the first cave to be explored and assessed by DNR personnel in 2011. Around the time, the cave was only open for educational and scientific purposes.
Look at all the little puppies up there having a good time.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Other entrances to the cave were found around the same year, where portions of the water flows out from its caverns. By December 2012, it was finally open to the public for strictly regulated and guided caving ecotourism activities to ensure that ecotourists do not disturb or damage the delicate cave ecosystems. The cave has stunning stalactites and stalagmites. The formations are similar to that found in Sagada, and walking through it makes you ponder how such small entrances encompass such massive enclosures beneath the ground. Aside from the massive size and picturesque formations, some stand out, such as the Fountain of Youth, a stalactite formation with water dripping down. Legend has it that the alkaline water here possesses rejuvenating properties. The interior of the cave reminds me of a cathedral, and being the only ones in the cave at this time made us enjoy every aspect of it, from the sights, the sounds, and the smell. You can tell that it holds a big population of bats. There are some portions of the cave that are not part of the tour. This would be for safety reasons, and also the difficulty of getting people to the harder to reach areas. I was happy with what I saw inside the cave, mostly because I did not expect it to be this massive. The video will not justify this place. It's best you come here and see it for yourself. The cave tour ended at a hidden waterfall within the cave. The waterfall provided a refreshing escape and was a great way to wash off any sweat or dirt from the adventure.
What did you discover?
A lot of water,
Oh, yeah?
a lot of bats. Look.
right, so that is it, guys, for our cave tour. Honestly, I was like, wow, this is actually a lot and a lot bigger than I expected. I think this is one of the biggest caves I've actually come across here in the Philippines and also near Manila, because a lot of the caves I've visited, they're quite tiny and they also require you to literally be on all fours, crawling and all. But this one, the ceilings were high. There was only a short portion where we had to really go down and duck, but overall, huge cave, and you can see it's not even obvious that it's there. Also, to those of you who are saying that, you know, this is a bit of a more expensive experience compared to the other hikes and tours around Laguna, but in my honest opinion, I think it's well worth it. If you saw the journey, it took us more than 30 minutes to get here. So Kuya and his motorbike has to come here by himself. He has to also pay for gas, and you know, that's probably his own motorbike as well. I think it's fair. And just being here out in nature, and there's barely anyone here. And it's also a Sunday today. I read from a blog that not many people visit this place, so seems like if you want an out-of-town adventure and you're only free on weekends, seems like it's pretty empty. And I think one reason for that is I think the transport could be expensive. So if you and your friends can bring a car like what we did, it would be so much easier. But yeah, if you need to ride the bus all the way to the starting point, rent another car for 2,500, I understand that the expenses can go a little bit high. But yeah, invite your friends. I think you can come here with 6 packs, I think, per tour guide. So it's not too bad. Right before I cross this awesome bridge, I want to say see you guys in the next vlog. More travels, more adventures here around the Philippines, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye guys.
Pressure can be a problem. I think we have to wait.
No, it's probably too hot. So super random, we just left the site and the engine overheated. So first time we've experienced this. There's so much water under. Look at this. You wanna read what we can do?
Well, I mean, we need to add water.
So I guess there's nothing much we can do but wait for it to cool down. And we actually brought this car because we were concerned about the track here, but it's an older car. It's I think it's a 2015 Subaru, so it's traveled a lot. So I hope it's nothing too serious. Looks like it's gonna rain. Hopefully it doesn't affect the engine. We talked to a kuya and he said there's a little water fountain here, so let's have a look to find it. Tao po! Maybe here, there seems to be construction. Ah, there's a little thing there. No more, maybe that didn't work, but we see a house up on the hill.
Maybe we can ask the kuya. I don't want to trespass. We can just go back and ask the other kuya.
Okay. Or should we try to drive? There doesn't seem to be steam. I don't think there's steam.
Okay.
There's no steam. Alright guys, last and final update. We are fine. It was a coolant issue. The car is not complaining yet, but maybe in the next 15 minutes or so we will be in the main road and we will find a gas station. So yeah, it was just, you know, like, it's so typical that it always somehow happens, but there's no signal. We didn't bring food for this trip because we were like, yeah, you know, it's gonna be a quick one. So we didn't have a lot of water. We didn't have a lot of like spare bottles with water that we could possibly pour into the engine.
No,
Murphy's Law.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were gonna ask about actual coolant levels.
No, not actual coolant level loss. It's more like Murphy's Law, wherein like when you know, like when you carry everything with you, bring knives, scissors, safety, everything, nothing happens. But the moment you're like, you know, this is gonna be a chill trip, it'll be a quick one.
This is our own fault because we haven't had the car checked in a while.
Yeah.
So if you are gonna be driving in the mountains where you have hills, and if you park on an incline, I suspect that may have been one of the problems. One, low on coolant, and then maybe the park on the incline. Legit, as soon as we started leaving, it was a really steep hill for like, I don't know, 500 meters, maybe even a kilometer. I guess there was no coolant circulating the radiator. I'm not a mechanic, so if I'm saying stuff that's wrong, maybe someone can correct me, because that's not my expertise.
So yeah, there you go, guys. If this vlog is uploaded, it means we're safe and sound and back home. If not, if you don't see this, then we're stuck somewhere. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Bye. All right, update. We are in one of the busier roads and it got overheated again. At least now I can go and buy water. Found a store, 20 pesos per bottle if you don't have any big size. Okay, hopefully this is it. We have found an open mechanic here in Laguna. It is hard to find a mechanic on Sundays. A lot of them are closed and open Monday at 7 a.m. So hopefully this is the last part of this journey. We had to stop around 4 times because we just kept refilling it with water. And there's a leakage, which I'll show you shortly. But let's hope this is the last of this adventure. So that wasn't the end of it. We had to stop another 4 times because the car kept overheating. Today's a Sunday, so we were very lucky that we found a mechanic that's open, because the others that we've come across, they were all closed and they said they'd be open on Monday. I always see blessings in disguise, and I think that coming this direction and having this all happen not too far from which is on our path is not too bad, because worst case scenario, I would have left the car somewhere here in Laguna and took the bus back and having to come back another day. So yeah, apparently it should be finished today, so crossing fingers.